Good evening, folks. Anak-anak Sarawak, Sabahan. So the latest hot topic on the restoration of our status as a founding member of Federation of Malaysia is going to be tabled in Parliament the day after tomorrow. So this had been happened 40 years ago in 1976, where the Parliament of Malaysia, they made an amendment on the constitution, downgraded Sarawak and Sabah status into the one of the negeri or one of the state. You see, the whole thing, this issue, it is an infringement or abolishment of on MA 63. You see. So that is a violation on MA 63, and when after 40 years later it has been exposed, and then they know that they cannot cover it up anymore. So they return to the parliament to restore back our status. If by that sense, logically, everybody can rob, everybody can steal. You see, if you are caught red-handed, you have been caught red-handed stealing or robbing, you just return the items back. So there is no issue on that. Not a crime. Am I right? So first and foremost, the parliament has got no right to touch on our status or our sovereignty. You see, so this Abanjo can claim, you see, he can say it out loudly, oh, we are restoring back, there is no more issue on this. So all these are the show, see, are the show preparation for the PRN 12. They try to, to cover up. See, at the same time, they spread, they're giving up a lot of goodies, this and that, you see. Look at it. Observe closely. All the politicians, they're only talking about MA 63. Do you notice that? So why did Sarawak sign the MA 63 and join in the formation of Federation of Malaysia? Or why did Sarawak federating with Malaya? Why? In what situation, in what background on that? What is the whole thing? You see? You cannot just talk about that thing on part of the story. So obviously, Abanjo and the whole bunch of clowns, see, they're just talking about part of it. They're talking about the MA 63. They don't tell you. They don't talk about the whole thing, the whole story, which is being exposed where everybody knows already. See? Supposedly, we shall look back how and why Malaysia was formed. So the whole thing is just a decolonization process. See, what is decolonization process? Because Sarawak was a colony of the British, and because during the time we do not have our government body, we have a former government. We're incapable of administrating our government. See, so in that situation, there comes the trusteeship system. You see, so these colonies, they can federate with an independent state or independent nation. So Malaya, independence in 1957, where they have their own administration. That is what the federal government now. See, so the federal government of Malaysia is indeed the system or the governing system of the Malaya and an independent state. So we were just being put under the trusteeship of the Malay, just guidance on us, while we start we begin the decolonization process, where the people of Sarawak start exercising voting right to form our government. And let's look back the history in 1963 till 1969. That is the first time. So almost 10 years. It was 10 years because during the May 13th incident happened. So the Sarawak first election was halt. See, was on hold and restore. Starting back 1970. That means 63 to 1970, 7 years. So why did it take so long? See, fine. We're talking about 1963 to 1966, where it was Stephen Kaloningkan, our first chief minister, who was been overthrown, and followed by the second one, or the Tawis Lee was being picked as our second chief minister. See, why did that happen? Why did that happen? So if you look back, you Google on this incident, the crisis, right? Sarawak cabinet crisis, how Stephen Kaloningkan was overthrown. See, so it was very fishy, and we know nothing on this. All right, back to this. The restoration of the status of Sarawak in Malaysia, or the MA63. You see, if we look at the whole story, and the purpose of the federating with Malay was just for us to form a government and start our own self-governing or self-ruling. We have achieved that. We have achieved that purpose. So, therefore, we shall go further or continue the decolonization process instead of still playing around with that MA63 issue. That's why this thing, as the people of Sarawak, have been fooled for half a century, half a decade, not a century, half a decade. Let's not get fooled anymore, right? Let's not get blind, be misled by those politicians, all those shits. Okay, you get what I mean, right? Let's focus on what should we do. Let's focus on spreading the awareness to continue completing our decolonization process, to let people aware of we are the ones, the people of Sarawak, who should exercise our rights, our self-determination right to determine our own destiny and our future. Okay? Bye-bye. Coba British cakap English. Boleh lah? Main lantak je lah. Alright, bye.